Guys, what's up? So I hope you're having a really good day. So today in this video I'm gonna talk about how you can be a disciplined person. And in recent videos I've talked about how discipline changes your life. So today, without any wasting any time, I'm gonna be talking about how you can start being a disciplined person. So without any wasting time, let's jump to the first point. The first point is decide to be a disciplined person to achieve your goals. So until unless you don't have any goal in front of you, until unless you don't fix a goal that you want to achieve, a target that you want to achieve, you can never be a disciplined person. Or at least you can never get into that mindset of being a disciplined person because you have no goals. Or even if you have goals, those goals are not in front of you. Those goals are not visible. You might have decided some goals that are only in your mind, but you know that mind forgets things. So that's why you need to take a paper, a simple paper, just a simple paper will work. So what do you gotta do? First thing first, you take a simple paper, any paper, write your goals, what do you want to achieve in life, and then stick it in on your wall, in your bedroom, in your kitchen, in your hall, anywhere you want. You just stick it so every time you pass by in that room, pass through or anything, you see it, and you get reminded. Okay, I want to achieve this, so that your mind gets equipped. Okay, your mind gets ready all the time. You get reminded, and it's like poking something. It's like a pin poking on your ass, like all the time. Yeah, I want to achieve this, so you get that mindset ready. Okay, so first point is to decide to become disciplined person to achieve something, and set your goals in such a way, smartly, in such a way that they are long term, not short term. For example, let's see, a short-term goal is like you wanna achieve some good looks by being a disciplined person, being a healthy person, and being getting in a good shape. Then you go to gym, you become disciplined for some time, and then you get that body and all, and then you get chicks, and then now what? Now what? You achieved it. So then you feel like going in a loophole. It will get boring. Don't do it like that. What you can do is set a lifelong goals. For example, by not buying, but something that will help you mentally, something that is not physical, something that is mental, something that will help inside you, yourself, not to impress others, not to show others, but what will help you to feel good, to have that peace of mind, to cure your anxiety, cure your anything, depression, all this stuff. That's why it's not only to achieve external goals, but also internal goals. As for like you can just decide to be a really not really but an extrovert person by talking. See how you'll do. You'll practice at home. You'll practice your with yourself by speaking to yourself. You give yourself some time. You'll decide. You'll write it down that okay, at this time I'll practice talking with myself so that I can be more confident. I will practice smiling so I can be more confident in front of people, in front of cameras, and all this stuff. Okay, so I'll jump to second point. The second point is don't rely on motivation, but create an environment of discipline. Because motivation is not enough. Yeah, it can hype you up a little bit for some time, for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, max to max for a week. But after that, what are you gonna do? No, you cannot do nothing, because 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 motivation is just a short-term thing. It will just help you to lift you up, but it's up to you to be lifted up and go up. So how can you do that is by maintaining an environment of discipline, making an environment, creating, sorry, not making, but creating an environment of a discipline. How? So for example, if your room is shabby, if your room is littered with any chips packets, any lays and all this stuff, you just pick it up, clean your room. If there are clothes all around, just pick them up, you just fold them and put it in your your cupboard, whatever you have, wardrobe, and just clean your room. Just clean, make it a clean environment, so that whatever thing you're gonna do in that room, for example, if you're gonna sit to study or write a book or write a journal, you will have that positive energy flowing even through that room, because you have cleaned it. You've achieved something. You've achieved a goal of cleaning that room, so your brain feels more energetic because now the room is cleaned. Now you're ready to go. Now the environment around you is really, really clean and really, really good. So you are now gonna be more productive. Trust me, it really helps because I'll give you one example. If a person who smokes, and if he's smoking like crazy 5 years, 6 years, he's into smoking, and one day decides to quit smoking, okay, then he just decides to quit smoking, but his friends are smokers, chain smokers, crazy smokers. Everywhere they go, they smoke, and he is among those friends. He's among that environment in that room full of smokers. His friends are full of like smokers, crazy. So it's not gonna be easy for him in that environment to resist the temptation of smoking. But on contrary, if that smoker gets into an environment where people don't smoke, where they don't smoke, they have a healthy connection, healthy habits, and he is among those people for quite a long time, it will really help him to quit smoking, because there is nothing around him to tempt him, nothing around him to waste his energy on resisting those temptations, right? He's in the clean environment. And even if the temptation comes once or twice, he will be able to dodge those temptations. Sorry, my bad. He will be able to dodge those temptations because obviously he has that energy. He's not spending his energy continuously resisting those urges. So he will have that thing, he will have that energy to control it. That's why an environment, a disciplined environment, is really important. So I'll jump to next point. Third point, that is 2 minutes rule. Okay, so for example, you want to start a habit. Let's say you want to start to play guitar. You want to start to play guitar. You want to learn it. So it's not gonna. So first day you might have really that motivation, like crazy motivation, like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play guitar. I'm gonna be a master of guitar. And then you, like, on the first day, you spend 1 hour, 1 hour on guitar, like practicing, and the next day you don't do nothing. And on day after tomorrow you do nothing, because your hands will start pain, your fingers will start paining, because you have practiced too much. Your body is not used to it. Your fingers are not used to sorry, used to that kind of that pain. So you will literally you will lack that motivation to play guitar again or practice guitar again, because it pains. So simply you can do is start doing it only for 2 minutes. 2 minutes rule. Whatever you're gonna do, whatever new habit, for example, you're gonna read a book, you wanna start to read a book, but never in your life you have read one book. Never. So you start with 2 minutes rule. You just read that book or practice guitar for just 2 minutes. That's it. That's it. Not more than 2 minutes. Even if there is really that energy, that motivation that motivates you to read more and more, don't do it. I promise it won't be worth it. Just do it 2 minutes. Increase the time. 2 minutes. First week, 2 minutes. Second week, also 2 minutes. Third week you might go for 5 minutes, maybe, because you're used to that reading. And then fourth week again 5 minutes, fifth week 5 minutes, then sixth week, a month, then 2 months. I promise you the habit will get more stronger and stronger, because slowly but steadily you are creating a foundation of that habit. Foundation, you're training your brain to adapt to for that habit, adapt yourself for that habit. That's why it's really important to give yourself some time, to show yourself some sympathy, You cannot just go and practice guitar on the first day like 1 hour out of that motivation. It won't help. I've tried it. I know how it feels. I know how discouraging it feels because you are doing it one day and second day you just don't do it. Those voices in the mind, they just are crap. Okay, so 2 minutes rule is gonna be helpful. So the last point is gonna be habit stacking formula. I will tell you how you can do it. So, for example, you have a habit of watching phone. So, but you also want to practice guitar. I'm taking this guitar because it's just easy. So, what I will do, you have habit of watching phone. So you will write it. Okay, you have to write it down. You need a book. You need a book to write it down. So what I will do, you will write after watching phone for this amount of time I will practice guitar. It's really helpful. Write it full. Don't write. I will watch phone and then I will practice guitar. Don't do it. Do it like this. After watching phone for 30 minutes, I will practice guitar for next 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And after practicing guitar, I will read book or anything that you enjoy, and then again after that enjoyable habit you do your required habit. You feeling me? So it's a really easy formula. It's really easy formula. It's just like after X habit I will do Y habit. After X habit I will do Y habit. And after Y habit I will do Z habit. Anything like that. Anything will do. But you have to write it down. And don't just write it down on the page and close it like this. Don't close it. Because it won't be helpful at all. So what do? You tear a paper and keep it on top of the book so you can read it all the time. Okay, that would be really helpful. Okay, so I think this is enough for today's video. I hope that this video is really helpful for you and you follow it, you implement it, and you be a really successful person in life. Best of luck.